Welcome to Semarang. Welcome to Universitas Diponegoro, the world-class university. Presents the 4th International Conference on Public Health for Tropical and Coastal Development 2022.
International Conference on Public Health for Tropical and Coastal Development is a program regularly held by the Faculty of Public Health of Universitas Diponegoro.
The aim of the program is to transfer knowledge and information about the resiliency of the health system, increasing opportunities for collaboration in research, visiting lectures, and student exchange with various health and educational institutions from various countries.
Collaborated with many scholars from top universities around the world. Taking the issue of strengthening health resilience in public health system after peak of COVID-19 pandemic. For the better health,
The better Indonesia
and the better world.
and the better world.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes the agenda will be started. Before we begin the main agenda, we would like to remind all participants to fill the attendance form that will be sent through chat box. This great event is presented by the Faculty of Public Health Universitas Diponegoro.
In 1985, for the first time, we accepted new students from diploma to bachelor degree under the name of the Public Health Study Program, Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Diponegoro. In 1987, the Public Health Study Program began admitting students for the regular program for the first time. In 1993, the Public Health Study Program changed to the Faculty of Public Health based on the decree of the Minister of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia, number 0369/0/1993, dated 21st November 1993. Faculty of Public Health Vision. In the year of 2024, Faculty of Public Health becomes an excellent higher education institution in the field of public health in the international level. Faculty of Public Health are concerned in achieving the following objectives: to obtain graduates who have the spirit of Pancasila, competent, have social awareness, and have the UNDIP's graduate profile that are complete and miracle. Complete: communicator, professional, leader, entrepreneur, thinker, educator, and miracle: manager, innovator, researcher, apprentice, communitarian, leader, and educator. to obtain innovative research and beneficial products to solve public health problems and to achieve world-class university. To obtain publications in reputable national and international journals, attainments in intellectual property rights that beneficial to the development of public health to support world-class university. To contribute in the public health problems solving in regional, national, and international level. To organize transparent and accountable public health higher education in accordance with applicable regulation supported by technology advances. To organize cooperation and partnership in education, research, publication, product innovation, and community services in public health aspects with public and private institutions in national and international level. The organizational structure in Faculty of Public Health, faculty leaders, the Dean, the Vice Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, the Vice Dean for Resources. The study programs in Faculty of Public Health are Bachelor in Public Health, accredited as Excellent, Master in Public Health, accredited as Excellent, Master in Environmental Health, accredited as Excellent, Master in Health Promotion, accredited as Excellent, Doctor in Public Health, accredited as Excellent. The implementation of the education program in the Faculty of Public Health is supported by lecturers from reputable universities. Currently, the faculty has 34 lecturers with doctoral degrees of 66 lecturers with various scientific fields. They are Health Policy and Administration, Public Health Nutrition, Epidemiology and Tropical Diseases, Occupational Safety and Health, Environmental Health, Biostatistic and Population, and Health Promotion and Behavioral Sciences. In the learning process, the Faculty of Public Health is supported by education staff from various backgrounds, competencies, and professionalism. The buildings in Faculty of Public Health are Building A, the Dean Building with 2 stories. Building B, classrooms with 3 stories. Building C, lecturers' room with 2 stories and meeting rooms. Building D, secretariat room of graduate study programs. Classrooms for graduate programs. Computer laboratory. Public health laboratory. Unit room of faculty supports. And hall. Building E, Students' Activities Room. Building F, Student Activity Center, Praying Room, and Canteen. Building G, Secretariat Room of Undergraduate Study Programs, Library, Archive Rooms, and Student Activities Rooms, and also other facilities such as canteen, futsal field, basketball field, volleyball field, and other sport facilities. To support student learning process, the Faculty of Public Health has 6 laboratories: Basic Biomedicine Laboratory, Environmental Health Laboratory, Occupational Safety and Health Laboratory, Epidemiology and Entomology Laboratory, Public Health Nutrition Laboratory, and Audio-Visual Aids Laboratory. The Faculty of Public Health has accepted international students since 2016 for degree and non-degree programs in order to support Universitas Diponegoro to be the world-class university. The non-degree programs such as summer course program, internship program, joint research, and community services are followed by students from many countries such as Taiwan, Netherlands, Australia, Germany, China, Pakistan, Sudan, Libya, USA, Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Nigeria, and many more. Other international programs to support world-class university are visiting professors from overseas universities, International Conference on Public Health for Tropical and Coastal Development, staff exchange, lecture joint research between universities and with international NGOs. Student activities, internship, partnership with villages related to maternal health, field study practices, outbound, community services, student units activities, Research Center of Faculty of Public Health, Research Center of Environment and Toxic Material, Research Center of Neglected Tropical Diseases, Research Center of Reproductive Health and HIV/AIDS, Research Center of Public Health Nutrition, Research Center of Health Policy.
Hi, Grace!
Hi, Dea!
How was the trip?
My trip is so fun and I can't wait to join with this event.
That's great. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dea, and this is my partner.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Gracella and we are students of the Public Health Faculty Universitas Diponegoro. And today we are presenting as your Master of Ceremonies. Indonesia has exceeded the peak of the second wave of COVID-19, but this leaves various problems in the future. The threat of the emergence of a third wave, the adaptation of new habits of society, and the risk of double burden due to non-communicable diseases that are increasing from time to time make it important to strengthen the resilience of the health system in Indonesia.
Based on those issues, the Faculty of Public Health Universitas Diponegoro is holding an international conference hoping to provide insight into problems and strengthen the resilience of the public health system after the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. In addition, the international conference is also expected to be able to open opportunities for collaboration between Universitas Diponegoro in general and the Faculty of Public Health Universitas Diponegoro in particular, in the fields of research, visiting lectures, student exchanges with various health and educational institutions in various countries. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
The 4th International Conference on Public Health for Tropical and Coastal Developments, Strengthening Health Resilience in Public Health System After Peak of COVID-19 Pandemic.
is an exciting event that all of you are here to share and to discuss the current topics on public health. This conference is supported by Rector of Universitas Diponegoro, Indonesian Public Health Association (IAKMI), the Indonesian Public Health Professional Union Persakmi,
Bank Tabungan Negara Indonesia (BTN), Sciencework, and Bayer. Next, we will sing our national anthem Indonesia Raya. To the participants, please stand up and turn your camera.
Indonesia tanah airku, tanah tumpah darahku. Di sanalah aku berdiri, jadi pandu ibuku. Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa dan tanah airku. Marilah kita bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bangsaku, rakyatku semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah badannya, untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
You may be seated.
To begin today's session, let us say our prayers. Prayer begins. Prayer ends. All right. Now, let's greet our wonderful speakers. His Excellency, Republic of Indonesia's Minister of Health, represented by Director General of Disease Prevention and Control, Dr. Maxiren Rondonuwu, DHSM, Mars. Good morning, sir.
His Excellency the Rector of Universitas Diponegoro, Professor Dr. Yos Johan Utama, Magister of Humanities. Good morning, sir.
The Honorable Dean of Public Health Faculty, Universitas Diponegoro, Dr. Budiono, Master of Public Health. Good morning, sir.
The Honorable Speaker from the University of Queensland, Brisbane, Australia, Professor Amanda Lee. Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
The Honorable Speaker from National Taiwan University, Professor Konchiansai, PhD. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
The Honorable Speaker from Indiana University, Purdue University, USA, Professor John Perry Sproul, PhD. Good morning, sir.
The Honorable Speaker from American University of Sovereign Nations, USA, Professor Daryl Macer, PhD, MPH, Hondi. Good morning, sir.
The Honorable Speaker from University of Malaya, Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Rafza Amazaki. Good morning, ma'am.
Hi, good morning.
The honorable speaker from Universitas Diponegoro, Associate Professor Hanifa Maher Deni, BSPH, MPH, PhD. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
The honorable speaker from Harvard University, USA, Assistant Professor Muhammad S. Jalali, PhD. Good morning, sir. The honorable speaker from University of Brunei Darussalam, Assistant Professor Dr. Hadiza Abdul Mu'min. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Assalamualaikum, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
The Honorable Vice Deans and all Civitas Academica of Public Health Faculty, Universitas Diponegoro.
Last but not least, our dearest participants of this conference.
Now, this is time we are waiting for. Let us call upon Associate Professor Dr. Budiono, BSPH, MPH, Dean of Public Health Faculty, to deliver the opening remarks. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Chris. Honorable Indonesian Minister of Health, which in this event will be represented by Director General of Disease and Prevention and Control, Dr. Maxi Rain Rondonu, DHSM Mars. Rector of Universitas Diponegoro, Professor Dr. Johan Utama, Vice Rector for Academic and Student Affairs, Professor Faisal, Vice Rector for Resources, Professor Dr. Heru Susanto, Vice Rector for Communication and Business, Professor Budistiano, Vice Rector for Research and Innovation, Professor Dr. Ambarianto. All of the deans from the faculties and schools, Head of Institute for Research and Community Services, Head of the Reputation Office, Vice Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, Associate Professor Dr. Nuz Zazuli, Vice Dean for Resources, Associate Professor Dr. Apoina Kartini, all of the head and leaders in Universitas Diponegoro and also in Faculty of Public Health. Head of Health Agency of Central Java Province or the representatives, distinguished speakers, the Committee of ICOPH-TCD, sponsors, and all of the participants. Good morning, selamat pagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 4th International Conference on Public Health for Tropical and Coastal Development, ICOPH-TCD 2022, organized by the Faculty of Public Health, Universitas Diponegoro. The Faculty of Public Health has been holding various events such as the annual summer course program, the virtual seminars, the visiting lecturers, and the biennial event of the International Conference on Public Health for Tropical and Coastal Development since 2016. We have been facing the COVID-19 pandemic for more than 2 years. Therefore, we need to adjust to the changes in the health system and develop a strategy to strengthen health resilience in public health. In this year's conference, we choose the topic, Strengthening Health Resilience in Public Health System after peak of COVID-19 pandemic. What we have been through during this pandemic was very trying, and it seems that many countries have successfully overcome the COVID-19 pandemic. Hopefully, the pandemic will end soon after we comply with the health protocols, adequacy of vaccines, and readiness of health services, including the surveillance. And we have to be optimistic about that. We sincerely hope that we are going to recover faster, and it is time for us to rise again to face a better future. In responding to this current situation, we invite experts from the USA, Australia, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Brunei Darussalam to share their experiences and pieces of knowledge. After we successfully held ICOPH-TCD in 2016, 2018, and 2020, we are proud to continue our intellectual tradition of sharing our colleagues' research and best practices worldwide in the fourth ICOPH-TCD. At this event, we welcome around 268 participants from Indonesia, the USA, Malaysia, Pakistan, Nigeria, Taiwan, Ghana, and Sri Lanka. Selected papers from this conference will be published to reputable international indexed journal, Scopus, and Proceeding, Web of Science. Also several national indexed journal, or SINTA. This conference is a great opportunity to initiate collaboration in education, research, and innovation among multi-institutions. It is special gratitude and thanks to our keynote speaker, the Ministry of Health Republic of Indonesia and Director General of Disease Prevention and Control, and all of the distinguished speakers who shared their valuable experiences in public health issues. We hope you enjoy our warm hospitality, even though we are meeting virtually. We all wish that the situation is getting better, so we can welcome you all in Universitas Diponegoro, Semarang, Indonesia soon. To conclude, I'm now officially open for ICOPH-TCD 2020. Thank you very much and have a great experience at this conference. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Budiono, for the opening remarks. Now, the fourth International Conference on Public Health for Tropical and Coastal Developments is officially open.
Before we proceed to the next agenda, we would like to hold a photo session with all of our guests, speakers, and participants. So, please turn on your camera. All right, I will count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, last one. Don't forget to strike your best pose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once more. Another pose, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, again. Maybe another pose again. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, to start the conference, let us hear a few words from our keynote speaker, Please welcome the Republic of Indonesia Minister of Health represented by Director General of Disease Prevention and Control, Dr. Maxi Rendrondonowo, DSMS Mars. The stage is yours.
Thank you for this opportunity. The first apologize with Mr. Budi, Minister of Health Indonesia, cannot attend this meeting here. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita sekalian. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Honorable Professor Dr. Johan Tama, Rector of Diponegoro University, Professor Dr. Budiono, Dean of Faculty of Public Health Diponegoro, all experts and participants. Thanks to God who has given us mercy and blessing so we can attend this international conference in healthy condition. It is my pleasure to join all of you here today to deliver the keynote speech about best practice to overcome COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. Dear ladies and gentlemen, 2022 is the third year the world has faced the COVID-19 pandemic. Various challenges and society have been faced in various sectors of life such as health, industry, education, tourism, and others. This year, the Indonesian government is more prepared to control it, especially handling COVID-19 patients in the hospital and vaccination. Various efforts to overcome the pandemic are structured as an adaptive and dynamic strategy adapted to develop in the epidemiology or transition level and response and vaccination capacity. A strategy to overcome a pandemic in Indonesia are grouped into 5 main pillars, namely the first pillar, detection, carry out through strengthening testing, tracing, quarantine, isolation, genomic surveillance to monitor new variants and surveillance at state interests. Two, second pillar, clinical management is carried out in case management according to scientific development, including the potential for new drug and preparation of hospital and other health facilities. And three, the third pillar, behavior change, is carried out by strengthening health protocol-based and information technology care to protect. And fourth pillar, vaccination continues to be accelerated to achieve herd immunity. And six, fifth pillar, strengthening the health system. Determination of strategy will lead to determining the level of the situation based on the level of transmission and indicator of response capacity. To create herd immunity according to the recommendation of the WHO and the Indonesian Technical Advisor Group on Immunization, ITAGI, it can be achieved with a minimum vaccination target of 70%. Effort to vaccinate COVID-19 are still being provided to the public free of charge. And the government is currently starting to provide a second booster vaccination starting from health workers. Vaccination coverage as of 27 August 2022, dose one research reached 86.5%, doses two reached 72.6%, and dose three reached 25.6%. The aim of vaccination to increase immunity in the population reduce immorbidity and mortality, and protect people from COVID-19 to remain socially and economically productive. The result of serological survey in Indonesia conducted by Ministry of Health with the FKM UE pandemic team show that there was an increase in the proportion of the population who had SARS-CoV-2 antibodies. The proportion increased from 87.8% in December 2021 to 98.5% in July 2022. In addition, the antibody level of the Indonesian population also increased for, for, for frequent more than December 2021 at 444.1 U per milliliter to 2096 U per milliliter in July 2022. This is influenced by the vaccination status of the Indonesian people, which are complete doses, and the existence of the booster vaccine program. Now the COVID-19 virus can mutate quickly. Therefore, efforts are doing made to control the risk of the emergence of new variant of COVID-19. The wave of case occur along with the new variant in Indonesia. Indonesia has gone through three waves when the Alpha variant in early 2020 and Delta variant in mid-2021 and Omicron in early 2022. Effort to control the risk of emergence of a new variant of COVID-19 can be carried out in the following ways. Conduct whole genome sequencing with WGS, surveillance of the type of variant of COVID-19 virus in Indonesia. Surveillance is carried out with specimen criteria to target travelers or migrant worker arriving in Indonesia, people from Indonesian border areas with neighboring country, and areas where they are in case and a cluster of rapid transmission. Whole genome sequencing surveillance result in a mapping of what variants are currently more prevalent in Indonesia. Since January 2021 until now, sequencing has been carried out. The result in the more Omicron variant and found than the other variants. Not only for decision making in terms of preventing the spread and treatment of disease, the result of the whole genome sequencing can be used as the basis for determining policy and borders and also PPKM police and various region in Indonesia. And for testing, tracing, treatment. Testing, tracing, and treatment in an effort or action to carry out treat, close contact tracing, and follow up in the form of treatment for COVID-19 sufferers. With testing, detection effort can be made to reduce the potential for transmission. The test is carried out on suspect form in healthcare facility and in close contact with people with COVID-19. The increase in the test capacity for testing using the PCR method is also supported by the central and region government in the province of tools, human resource, region, and even distribution. The provision of regrets of laboratories is provided by the Minister of Health. The strategy for accelerating testing is also carried out by increasing the number of antigen test kits to all regions in Indonesia. To increase public access to COVID-19 testing, currently there are 963 laboratory with examination capacity. Testing is carried out to identify people who have been in contact with positive COVID-19 patient so that close contact can be quarantined. This is done to break in the chain of spread of the COVID-19 virus. The government cooperation with the TNI, Polri, and levels of society to carry out contact tracing. The use of technologies such as the Peduli Lindungi and Silacak application have been used to facilitate contact tracing. The follow-up testing and testing activity is treatment of patients who are confirmed positive for COVID-19 by means of isolation at the hospital or isolation at home under the supervision of Puskesmas officer for those who are positive without symptoms. The handling of COVID-19 patients in the hospital is carried out by effort to fulfill the supply of oxygen, ventilator, health workers, and the availability of beds. Setting the implementation of health protocol in public place in the most effective way to prevent COVID-19 in the community. Strict health protocol include proper hand washing, use of mask, crowd prevention, social distancing, and reduce mobility. Several public facilities have also implemented prevention by using personal protective equipment for preventive effort and facility tracing if there are people who are confirmed positive for COVID-19. About vaccine Merah Putih development results. In addition to meeting domestic needs as an effort to improve the country's economy according to the President direction, the Ministry of Health is conducting research collaboration with universities, research institutions, and private sector seeking to develop COVID-19 vaccine products. It is expected that by 2022, vaccine Merah Putih research can be completed and used domestically so that the independence of the nation can be released. If possible in the future, the production of this COVID-19 vaccine can play a role in the market of neighboring countries. Restriction and population mobilization to reduce the spread COVID-19 are regulated by implementation of the domestic and overseas travel health protocol. Travelers using domestic public transportation are subject to vaccine requirement of course complied by the implementation of strict health protocol. In addition, regarding the entrance of the country with the implementation of quarantine for international travel. Health monitoring is also carried out for the overseas travelers as a prevention effort. Various indicators of pandemic control have continued to show a positive trend in recent time. Instruction President of Republic Indonesia to start the transmission process from the pandemic to the pandemic to the endemic COVID-19. The Minister of Health will certainly take evidence-based decision is determining the transition from pandemic to endemic. From the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia and the world, there are valuable lessons that Indonesia must continue to improve in various fields of health development. In line with the President's vision and mission, the Ministry of Health will also transform the health system from 2021 to 2024 to create a healthy, independent, productive society, and with 5 outcome and 6 pillars there are focused. The 6 pillars of transmission will roll out to strengthen the health system with outcome for one, improve the health status of your community, especially mothers, children, family planning, and reproductive health. To accelerate the improvement of community nutrition, and 3, improve diseases control, and 4, germas, and 5, strengthening health system and drug and food control. The 6 pillars of health transformation are: 1, primary service transmission, promote healthy community through increased education, primary and secondary prevention, and increase the capacity and capability of primary service. And 2, referral service transmission through improving assessing and quality the secondary and tertiary. In-house resiliency system transformation through increase the resiliency of the pharmaceutical and medical device sector, and as well as strengthening research. And 4, health financing transformation to ensure transparency and effectiveness of funding. And 5, the health HR transformation to isolate the availability, quality, and distribution of human resource. And 6, health technology transformation to accelerate the adoption of digital transformation solution. Finally, it is important for all parties to support and cooperate in dealing with the pandemic. I appreciate the implementation of the 2022 ICOPH-TCD activity organized by Faculty of Public Health of the Diponegoro University. Hopefully, this activity can unite the understanding of all parties and preventing and control the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. Continue to discipline health protocol, success in vaccination, and support the implementation of testing, tracing, and treatment. That is, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Maxi, for the warm words.
Now, we would like to show you a very special performance by Studio 8, a student activity unit in the Public Health faculty, where they will be playing various traditional songs from Central Java that have been rearranged to create the feeling of modern music. And they will also show you a dance performance to these songs. We proudly present to you Studio 8.
Cupla suang suang ngetinggalantan membuka tunang kutel pa empong lera lera sopong dulu dele oke sir pong dele kopong sir pong dele kopong sir pong dele kopong Cupla suang suang ngetinggalantan membuka tunang kutel pa empong lera lera sopong dulu dele oke sir pong dele kopong sir pong dele kopong
Wow, such a magnificent performance. The interesting thing about this performance is that every song has a unique meaning and message. For example, the first song Cublak Cublak Suweng means to find true happiness with our heart, while Gambang Semarang represents the diversity of Javanese Chinese cultural elements.
Whereas Gundul Pacul teaches us how to be a great leader, and Padang Wulan is a song that shows gratitude for all the joy and beauty given by God. Once again, let's give a round of applause for Studio 8!